So you're a Georgia educator and you're planning on moving out of state. You've probably got a million things on your mind, but one of the biggest has to be, what happens to my TRS pension? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now. The smart moves you can make for your future.
It's the million-dollar question, right? You've put in the time, you've made the contributions. And the good news is, just because you're leaving Georgia doesn't mean you lose those benefits you've earned. But the choice you make next is a big one, and it's going to have a huge impact on your retirement.
Let's get one thing straight right away. Your pension funds are yours. But what you do with them, whether you leave them put, roll them over, or take them out, that really depends on your specific situation. There is no one-size-fits-all answer here.
In fact, your best path forward really just boils down to one single critical factor. If you can answer this one question, the best choice for you is going to become crystal clear.
And that critical factor, it's all about the 10-year mark. It comes down to whether you are vested in the teacher's retirement system. This right here is the fork in the road that determines everything that comes next.
So what on earth does vested even mean? It's actually pretty simple. If you have 10 or more years of service in Georgia's TRS, you're vested. That's it. And what it means is that you are officially guaranteed a pension benefit for the rest of your life once you hit retirement age.
Okay, so this is where you have to figure out which side of the line you're on. Are you over here, on the left, in the vested camp with 10+ years, or are you on the right with less than 10? Your answer to that question is what's going to guide you to the right set of options. First up, let's talk to all of you who are vested. If you've put in those 10 or more years, you've unlocked some really excellent options that are designed to protect that lifetime income you've worked so hard for.
If you're vested, you've got 3 really smart moves to think about. The first, and honestly a lot of times the best one, is to just leave your money right where it is in the TRS. We'll also look at deferring benefits and something really cool called reciprocity. Let's dig into what all this means for you.
You know, it might sound a little strange, but sometimes the most powerful move you can make is to do nothing at all. By leaving your funds right there in TRS, you lock in that guaranteed paycheck for life starting as early as age 60. This move lets you completely sidestep any messy taxes and penalties, and it protects the benefit you earned. Now, what if you're planning to keep teaching in whatever state you move to? This brings us to that third smart move, checking for reciprocity. See, some states actually have agreements where you can transfer or buy back your years of service from Georgia. This is a huge deal because it could help you get vested in your new state's pension system way faster. It's definitely something you want to look into. All right, let's switch gears. Now I want to talk to our other group. If you have less than 10 years of service, you're not vested yet for that lifetime pension. And that means your strategy is going to look totally different.
You basically have 2 main choices. Your first option is to roll over your contributions into another retirement account. Your second is to just withdraw your contributions and walk away. And these 2 choices have very different outcomes.
Choosing a rollover is usually a really savvy move. When you move your money into an IRA or maybe your new job's 401k, you keep it tax deferred. All that means is you don't pay taxes on it right now, and it gets to keep growing and working for you for your future retirement.
Your other option is to just take the money and run. You can withdraw every penny you put in, plus any interest it's earned. But, and believe me, this is a really big but, you need to be extremely careful with this one. Let me be perfectly clear about this. If you withdraw your funds, it's a taxable event. The whole chunk of money is treated as income for that year. And on top of that, if you're under age 59 and a half, you're almost certainly going to get hit with an extra 10% early withdrawal penalty. Those 2 things together can take a massive bite out of your savings. Okay, we have covered a lot of ground, so let's pull it all together now so you can see the whole picture and feel confident about making your final decision.
This table really lays it all out. Over on the left, these are the reasons why keeping your money in TRS is usually the smartest play, especially if you're vested and you want that guaranteed income for life. Over on the right, a rollover makes a ton of sense if you're not vested or you just want more control over your investments. And notice that taking the cash is listed, but it's really a last resort. It's an option, sure, but you have to go into it with your eyes wide open about those penalties.
At the end of the day, remember, we're not just talking about moving some money around. Your pension is a foundational piece of your long-term financial security. The choice you make now is going to echo for decades, so you've got to make it thoughtfully. Now, while this gives you the general roadmap, every single person's situation is unique. Your family, your new career path, your other financial goals, they all play a part. And that's exactly why getting advice that's tailored just for you is so incredibly important.
Ultimately, the best choice for you really depends on your personal goals. Look, making a huge financial decision like this can be complicated, and you don't have to figure it all out on your own. If you want to talk through your specific situation and get a clear, personalized strategy, please feel free to reach out for a no-cost consultation. It's all about helping you take your next steps with total confidence.